From the land down under, with the rock at its centre, comes the little Aussie watchman. Better than most Christians? Donald Trump? You may have heard of the Donalds, affairs, his multiple wives, his penchant for brutal put-downs. But while all these are true, there is something else that is also true. That is his bold, unashamed Christian worldview. A Christian worldview that was totally unexpected, a boldness that could not care less what politically correct views are held by those in power around him. He doesn't care what journalists think, he doesn't care what the elite thinks, he has no interest in what his peers think of his views. He is unashamed. Take this statement for example. I signed a letter to Congress to make clear that if they send any legislation to my desk that weakens the protection of human life, I will issue a veto. Every unborn child is a sacred gift from God. Every life is worth protecting. When we look into the eyes of a newborn child, we see the beauty of the human soul and the majesty of God's creation. We know that every life has meaning and that every life is worth protecting. How politically incorrect is that? But also how so full of truth, demonstrating the Trumpster's boldness in the face of a degenerate Western society. And then there was this tweet. Numerous states, including introducing Bible literacy classes, giving students the option of studying the Bible. Starting to make a turn back? Great! He couldn't care less what the atheistic activists think about him. He fires from the hip and the haters can keep on hating. This is the kind of in-your-face Christian worldview that has surprised not only his ardent enemies, but also his most loyal supporters. Many of his supporters love the fact that he didn't work for the establishment, seemed to care more about the common man than the globalist elite, did not want to fight endless wars for global cartels, but preferred that American soldiers were not dying for the sake of propaganda, global governance, and energy dominance. They were sick of the stream of lies emanating from the political and journalistic elite. But this unashamed Christian worldview blindsided them. For them, it was like the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. I've never ever heard of a politician speak like this, and I suspect I will never again once he is gone. He may be the last of the Western leaders that hold such a Christian worldview. Could anyone else be as bold as him? His independent wealth has allowed him to ignore the threats of his enemies. His sheer determination has allowed him to push ahead despite the arrayed lies spread about him. He stands steadfast despite a fallen and utterly corrupt and compromised political intelligence elite. He is legend.